Hey, what's up today? It's Nkhat or just call me EC, founder of DesireToTRADE. Now, what I want to show you in this video is an explanation of how to use the engulfing pattern and how to use the article I just wrote. Now, there's already a video in that article, but I want to go in depth into the strategy you have to use. So, this article provides not only what is an engulfing pattern, but also the strategy you can use. And the first strategy I started using to trade with the engulfing pattern is the first thing that made me some money, so I want to share it with you, and that's for free. So in this article, what I do is I explain exactly what the engulfing pattern is and how to use it in trading. Now this is really powerful, so you have to think about this. And I'm just gonna go quickly into what it is. So this is the kind of engulfing pattern you're looking for. When you have, ideally at the bottom of a trend, and then you have a big candlestick in the opposite direction. So like this one. Ideally, you want to go above the high of the previous candlestick for a bullish signal, and for a bearish signal, you want to close below the low, and not having it a big wick below. You don't want to have a big wick below. So that's the basic thing. Now, this article also has a free checklist you can download, a free cheat sheet, which you can get to really know exactly what the pattern looks like. So I'm just gonna show you guys. So you have the page here, you can download the free cheat sheet there. It's totally free. The only thing you have to do is enter your email on that form, but it's really, really useful for you. So check this out. Now, the question is with all this is, yeah, it's good to know what engulfing patterns are, but how do you trade them? That's the real question, right? So I want to show you exactly how that works and how I started doing it first. So the main thing you're going to do is you're going to take any chart you want, of currency pairs, ideally. It works also on stock or anything. But then you're going to draw support and resistance. So that's the first step. Then you're going to look at engulfing patterns, the perfect ones, according to the checklist you can download for free, the cheat sheet. You're going to look at those that are near support and resistance zones. So anything that's close to a support zone, I would say on the support zone. Don't forget these are zones, they're not lines, they're zones. All those you can trade them. And then you're going to look at how to place your entry and you take profit. So everything's detailed there, so you can just check this out, read it, and make sure you understand it. But I want to show you it on a chart, how it works for real. So I just picked a chart of the Euro USD. Now I didn't want to go too far back because I want to show you recent examples. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to draw support and resistance line. So that's the first step. As you can see, we're just going to base ourselves on that chart. So we have a resistance here, right? One touch here, one touch here. The interesting thing is that we have an engulfing here, but let's say we didn't see it. So let's say we'll start afterward. Now we have another one around there. We could say we have another one around here, right? So you see you have a touch here, touch here. Now, if you don't know how to draw those lines, I have a lot of things about this on my website, DesireToTRADE. It's all included in the course Power Trader, so you can just check this out, and you'll know exactly how to do it like a pro. So that's important. That's like the first step. And then, once we've done this, we're going to look at engulfing patterns at those zones. So it doesn't have to be exactly on the line, it can be just at the zone, and we're going to look at this, how we can use them. If we have an engulfing at one of those zones, then we're going to look to trade it, and I'm going to show you how it works. So we'll just go forward. Now, if we have a bearish engulfing, we want to have it at the top, and a bullish engulfing, we want to have it at the bottom. Now, here, as you can see, we have a big gap with some sort of engulfing. But the thing is, because of that gap down, I would just skip that pattern. Now, as you can see, we have some sort of support here. It's not very strong. This could be an engulfing. The only thing is it's not a perfect engulfing, meaning that it's not engulfing a lot, and it's not a lot bigger than the previous candle. Now, this is just kind of the type of stuff you want to see in the cheat sheet. That's all included in there. You want to have the engulfing candle being a lot bigger than the previous candle. That helps. So we'll just skip that signal here. Now this could be a good signal. The only thing is it's not exactly at the bottom. So we kind of went a little bit above. And I would say the wick is pretty big at the top. So I might skip that signal as well. And the only thing you're going to notice is that when you enter in that signal, you want to enter above the high. So even if you were to take that signal, place an entry above the high of that candle, you would most likely not have entered the trade, simply because the high on the next candle wasn't reached. So we didn't go above the high of this candle. As you can see, we broke through that support zone, we could say. So we're going to look at the next one, which is this one. Either this or a retest of that zone, possibly. As you can see, we went above, then went down. We don't have any bearish engulfing here, so we'll just keep going. As you can see, we're kind of wasting time at the zone, so it's really going sideways at the moment. This would be a nice engulfing, but it's not at the zone, so we'll just skip it. Now we broke through that zone. Interesting. And came back down. As you can see, we're really between the two zones right now. So this is pretty interesting. As you can see, we're at the bottom of a trend on this zone, about this zone, and we have this bullish engulfing candle. So we might want to place, this is the third step, we might want to place an entry above the high, a stop loss below the zone, and then take profit somewhere next to the next zone. From that candlestick, I don't think the entry was triggered, but we could leave it there if we believe there's enough evidence to stay in that trade. Now we leave the entry above the high of this candlestick. I'm just gonna draw it there. Entry above, and then stop loss below, and then we will just keep going to see whether we have some sort of bullish evidence. So as you can see here, the entry is triggered, which is good, and the take profit as well. So take profit could be around there. In that case, this will vary sometimes, but you might want to put it at that zone. Now this will vary on a lot of factors, but this is the type of thing you want to think about. Let's just keep going. As you can see, we're again at that zone, so we might look for bearish price action now. And this is a nice bearish engulfing candle. Now this is perfect. So you could again put your entry below, stop loss above, and then put your take profit somewhere along the way here. As you can see, it's going sideways right now, so we don't have a lot of... So, depending on where you place your take profit at that point, your stop loss might have been hit. That's possible. It's possible also that you took profit somewhere around there. So, I would not say it's a losing trade, but it could be a losing trade, which is fine. As you can see, we're back to the zone. We don't have any evidence. But then we have this. This is really a perfect sign. A big bearish engulfing, which means I probably would have put an entry above there. Now this is not completely at the low of a move, but it's really, really significant, which means I would have probably entered in that case. Again, an entry above the high if it's triggered. So not triggered there. And that's basically where the price is right now. So as you can see, we've taken a couple of signals in the past. We had this trade here, which was a big winning trade. And then we had this trade here, which might have been a losing trade, might have not. But it is really showing you the importance of managing your risk and the importance of knowing how to put your stop loss appropriately and how to put your position size correctly. So again, all of this is included in Power Trader. And there's a lot more things you can add to this strategy to make it more powerful, to make it more significant. So if you want to know more about this, check this out. Either message me on Facebook, DesireToTRADE.com/group. You'll get in my Facebook group, and you can reach me from there. If you got some value out of this video, just like it, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.